Don't adjust your laptop. Don't adjust your tablet. That's right, I'm back, bitches. And we're talking the week that was in Salem, DISHIN Days, and me are next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, Afterbuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Music to my ears.
You haven't heard that in so long.
I haven't. I am here, you guys.
Surprise!
Surprise! It's me, James Lott Jr. But more importantly, this is the DISHIN Days, the Days of Our Lives after show here on AfterBuzz TV. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you guys are here today. It's Sunday, Shady Sunday. I have some shade to give. It's gonna be great. But I'm not alone, of course. I have a gaggle of gals next to me.
Duh.
Okay. Sitting next to me is my number one obsession.
That would be me, Tami Goveia.
Yeah, she's delicious. And far away from me is my chocolate twin.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Tony Moore.
Tony Montana Moore.
And across the table is the heartthrob of the group.
Oh,
It's me, Tony Moore.
Yeah. And say your name.
Oh, Michael Mattis.
Thank you.
Hi.
Jeez,
Oh, you put him in the moderator seat, and he is just bossy.
I am
He
bossy. I'm bossy.
He's so bossy.
Because I can, because I'm old and I'm tired. But welcome to the show, of course. And of course, if you're following us on, okay, now first of all, it's so confusing these days, but we're going to work this out for you.
Try.
It is AfterBuzz TV Dramas in YouTube. AfterBuzz TV Dramas. If you find us there and you're watching us there, make sure that you comment and like and hit that thumbs up and tell us what you think. Now on iTunes, it's under Days of Our Lives After Show. Days of Our Lives After Show. Go ahead and if you comment and make it 5 stars, you might be fan of the week.
This is true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? I think that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we have our individual handles. Of course, we'll tell you later. But DISHIN Days has its own set of handles on all social media platforms. They're on Facebook and Instagram at DISHIN Days. And then on Twitter, that _ DISHIN Days.
Yeah.
The ad is implied.
There we go.
That's right, kids. And I just want to say, hi, gals.
Hi, James Lott Jr.
Hi.
Tammy was looking at me like, don't you say.
Oh, I know, because I know you,
Nothing.
girl. Yeah.
Don't you say nothing.
Now,
What's the username?
What's our login? What's our Instagram login?
Now, you know when I come back here, I always have something to say. I always got something to say
Yes.
really
Say it,
quick.
say
I'm going to
it.
say really quick.
Yes.
In all seriousness, I want to tell everybody out there, you Days fans, just do not forsake me. I have to say, you guys are so wonderful. I had a very rough week this week. I lost 2 important people in my life, my nephew Seth and my co-grandparent and friend Jerry. Both died the same day suddenly. And you guys were there for me. The 3 of you, thank you. All 3 of you checked on me, which all 3 of you did. And I want to thank you for that. But you guys are like, we are like a family. That's why we do this show, because we are all together when it comes to bad times, good times, and our love for Days of Our Lives. You never forsake me. And I want to dedicate the show to Seth and to his family that's left behind, and Jerry and my grandson. So,
Cheers.
Hey, cheers to
Cheers to
them.
them. Cheers to
Cheers.
them. So thank you.
Clink, 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 clink,
Thank
clink.
you.
It's like Sunday brunch.
Yes.
It is like Sunday brunch, yes. So thank you. Hello, fans. How you guys out there?
Hello.
Hey.
Now,
Happy July.
now,
Oh, that's right. It's
The
July
year's half
1st.
over.
Oh, it's July 1st.
It's July
is.
1st. The year's
July
half
1st.
over, thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Tempest
crazy.
Fugit.
Yeah.
That is crazy talk.
Yeah.
And is there? You have to read that, Tony? Is that something?
Yeah, that's later.
Oh, it's later. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't that. Okay.
It's in the order.
Now, I also want you to know that we have other soap block. The rest of soap block is happening today. It's Restless Rap and JG Report, and I will be on both those shows.
Yeah, look at her.
He's busy.
She comes all the way over from Inglewood. She ain't
Makes
missing
it
a
worth
beat.
it.
Okay, exactly. I'm here already.
Yeah.
I'm already here, so I'll be on all the soaps in the soap block because I love you guys.
Yes.
So first of all,
And we love you, James Lott Jr.
thank you. But you guys did check on me this week. So that was very
I
nice.
did.
Now, what do you think about Days of Our Lives this week overall?
It was good.
It was a
I
very,
liked it.
very interesting week.
Yeah.
I agree.
The vibe is so different right now.
A little bit, yeah.
So different. Like,
Yes.
It's so so many moving parts and
Yes.
families crossing families.
Yeah.
And
Like everybody's
things, yeah.
involved with everything.
Yes.
Because when I was trying to list out, like, and usually it's like maybe 4 people to a
Right.
storyline. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like everybody's involved with everything. Everyone's getting in everybody else's business.
and there's
so.
people in multiple
Storylines, yeah.
Yeah.
Like big storylines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that because I watch all 4 soaps, this soap right now is doing the best use of their
Characters?
characters.
Cast.
Yes.
Yes, I have to agree.
I mean, they're showing. I mean, everybody just like
My only issue was the Lonnie Eli thing. They only got one day.
They had one day, yeah.
And it was just then there was no like.
Listen,
aftermath. It was like the baby dead.
good.
The baby died, and then it was done.
I'm
like,
good for the one day. Like, please
heavy.
don't take
It
me
was
through the
heavy,
week
but-
of like sobbing.
Well, no, it
for
didn't have
this
to be a
baby.
week. It didn't have to be like a week of that heavy, but just like a follow up, just to see. Because
Let her rest.
by the end of the week, I almost forgot.
Let her rest. Let her rest. We'll get back to it. Let her rest. Let her get over it. Boom.
No, I just gotta say because I wasn't here last week. I did, I was in the chat room. I just say Sal Star Wars and Lamone Archie.
Mo.
Great work. I was sobbing like a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, they use the word baby, but I was sobbing like a baby. It was
And the
great
two
work.
of them, I mean, separately, they're both amazing, but even together, it's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
And honorable mention again to my man James Reynolds. Why he got his Emmy was completely deserved.
Exactly.
He's such a good
Yes.
anchor. And with that,
Oh, before that.
before that,
Sorry, Mark J. Freeman. As you guys
yes.
know, she's busy boots. You can catch her at 6 p.m. on RuPaul's Drag Race After Show as Lorraine Love. So she's in the midst of getting ready.
It's going to
Yes,
be a
yes.
special day.
It's going to be a very special day,
Special
and
day.
trust me, she needs all the time she needs. So that's why she couldn't be here. Shady Sunday.
Shady Sunday, that's right. It's a little harder when you get a little older. Yeah, it kind of happens that way. And with that, we'll start
Dishin Days.
Tony.
Oh, you do it.
Yeah?
I did it last week.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's heavy, girl.
See the bicep?
Oh, okay. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah. Set it and forget it.
Exactly.
As we used to always say.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get right into business.
Okay.
We got Gabi, Stefan DiMeras, Chad, and Abigail.
Where do we begin?
Well, first of all,
Gabby.
welcome back, Abigail.
Yeah,
Welcome back, Abigail.
Welcome back,
Yes.
Abigail. Okay.
No, I like Gabby now. How she's kind of like being a little sassy. 'Cause-
Vengeful?
Vengeful. But I do feel that she's like struggling a bit. Like she knows that Abigail didn't do anything on purpose, but she's still pissed off about it. So she's like towing this line of like trying not to be vengeful towards Abigail, but she's still like some of the responses. She's like, "Oh yeah, I know that's what you didn't really. Or no, that's not blah blah blah." And there's this sass to her, and Abigail's just kind of like blind to it. You know?
Well, because Abigail is so apologetic for
Yeah,
everything. She's like,
over
girl,
and
I'm
over.
sorry. Like, it wasn't me, even though I fully remember what was going on. Like, it
Right.
still wasn't me. And I feel like Gabi is still like, yeah, girl, that was you up there. And you should, like, it's almost kind of like, you should have used your better judgment. You should have popped up in there and told them that I was the one that did it. Like, that's how I feel like Gabi is right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's shifting though away from Abigail and all of her hate and anger is now being shifted towards Stefan.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be good.
Yeah, because now she can destroy him from the inside, and she tipped the little man over,
Yeah,
the little man
man.
over,
Yeah.
and talk to Stefano.
Checkmate.
I do
Yeah.
like when people talk to Stefano's picture a little bit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
but
I love that. Oh, yeah.
and so she said something like, "Your son's an idiot," or "Now I can
Yeah.
destroy him from the inside." So yeah, we'll see.
And I will say, I think someone on Twitter mentioned something about Stefano's picture being up as like a memorial. And I'm like,
It's
girl.
an anchor.
Well,
No.
well, that picture has been up for forever.
Yes.
Right.
And
Because we all have portraits up in our house of us.
I would absolutely have
Absolutely.
one in my
Are you
house.
kidding?
I
But there was that short period of time when the control of the DiMeras enterprises was taken over by Kate and Sammy,
and they
that
had their
photo
glamour
went
shot
up.
up there.
I love that photo.
That's a
So
great shot.
Of the two of them. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I love that photo of them.
I hope one of two things. I hope that either Lauren Koslow or Allison Sweeney has that photo.
Somewhere. Oh yes.
Or it's somewhere in Days storage, and like one day when I'm like more financially stable, I would like to purchase that and just hang it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying.
For me, I like seeing Gabi throw that Latina shade, working out girl. And I love, it's funny. I'm watching Tyler Christopher because I've known him as Nicholas Cassadine for 20 years in General Hospital. And I'm seeing him play this really different character.
Yeah.
And he almost is playing it with glee. Like, you can tell he's happy he's playing something different. Like, you can just tell his delivery, all his lines, all his lines. He's this evil character. But it's like he has to be. I mean, we need an evil character, but he's his puppet master too, and and the scenes with Kayla. I think it's just I love what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
But I also feel like he's doing a great job. But character-wise, I feel like he can't really get a grip on things anymore. Like
He's by himself.
Well,
that's why he's just
like drawing straws,
taking the situation and trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, how can I use this?
Because that's what I feel like right now. Like, I feel like he doesn't, and I think I've said this last week, he doesn't feel as powerful as he did when he first came about.
Right.
And now that the whole Abigail thing happened and he fell in love and lost her and lost Vivian, I just feel like he's trying to cope, but also trying to find his way back onto something.
Yeah.
And I think how he's finding his way is by dividing everyone. But what's that quote? You know, when you can divide them, then you can conquer. And by
Divide and conquer.
yeah, but that's it. Thank you. By pitting everyone against each other.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I found him more in control this week. I found him.
Oh yeah, I agree. Actually, I agree with you.
He had mojo going on.
Listen,
Well, no, because he had Kayla under, like, snooping on Kate.
Well, when
then he got the goods on Kate. Then Kayla got the goods on
Yes.
Kate. So now he's on
Yeah.
Kate. Like, look, I got the evidence here.
Yes.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, and then we had a big development this week,
Which one?
but under the storyline that Abigail finds out
Oh,
something.
she's preggo.
And she's preggers.
Did we have to go
I know,
there?
go there.
Did they have to come up with that storyline?
I'm so
I was
upset
like,
with that.
really?
I know it's a soap staple.
Yeah, but in
know,
this, I just, first of all, it is a soap. It was the I don't know.
Well,
like at some point, I'm like, all right, this is what had to happen because it's a soap opera. But on the other hand, it's like, no, it didn't really have to
Didn't have to
happen.
happen.
They could have
Yeah.
just kind of put that in the past and
one fan
not have a reminder of it.
One fan put it really greatly was that, they abandoned the Lonnie Eli baby storyline to give us another baby storyline with Abigail, Chad,
That's so
and
weird.
Stefan. And I would have much rather continued with the Lonnie Eli
We don't need
baby
another baby
storyline.
story.
Yeah. This one is just kind of like, oh boy. And I feel like we're all just hoping, like, please don't let it be Stefan's. Like,
No.
don't let it
But I
get...
almost feel it has to be.
Right.
No.
Well, I'm going to say it because it's
why even?
What you gonna say?
why kill the black baby and get us another white one? I'm going to say it because I'm black and educated today. I'm going to say
And
it out
proud.
loud.
And proud. Don't
I'm
forget
going
proud.
to say it. I'm going to say it out loud. Really kill a black baby and they're going to give us another white one out of rape?
Well, maybe this
Yeah.
one will die too, James.
I hope so.
Dang.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, out of rape, really gonna give us another baby. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's just to me, it's like it's ridiculous. That's why I'm kind of saying all this. It's all kind of ridiculous. It's kind of like this.
Because there was the baby with the one night stand, which
Right.
I was kind of like, oh, maybe it's
Right.
okay that they did it this way because the baby won't be a constant reminder of what happened. But now, if this baby is Stefan's and now that's going to be a constant reminder
Yeah.
of Abigail and Gaby and now
Well,
baby and all that.
I wonder if when they were writing this and shooting this 6 months ago, they didn't know what kind of reaction that storyline was going to get. You know what I mean? And even that, I'm like, maybe you should have thought about it, but
Yeah.
maybe they just didn't know that the intensity that people were the backlash that they were gonna get.
But see, I kind of feel like they did because right at the beginning, everyone was like, he raped her, he raped. And I'm like, y'all, just let the story unfold. And what happened? She came in and said, you raped me.
Right.
And I was like,
Several people, yeah.
if you just let
I
the
don't
story
know why
unfold.
they have to bring in the
you know.
baby.
And
I
I will
know.
say what Marlon Wallace just said in here: abortion. Let's have some options. Because I mean, remember Lonnie was thinking about it at one point too.
But
Like
it's Abigail.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
Abigail.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
but who knows? Who knows?
so I had a selfish moment.
Yes.
So when I was watching the baby stuff, and I know we'll get to that, with Lonnie and Eli, I thought two things. I was like, man, I could have played that baby in a few years. And then two, I was like, man, I wish he had a dream sequence of when the baby was older.
then you could've,
him. I'm
Anything's
always trying to
possible.
weasel my way into Days. Listen, Days is my favorite show. Since I was 18, I told myself, I said, listen, I'm going to be on the show. I'm going to have a speaking role on the show. This, like, if I do nothing else in my acting and hosting career, at least on my resume, I want Days of Our Lives, character name, Corday Productions.
I remember when you saw my resume And you freaked
I was
out.
like,
oh my
you
God.
played a reporter? Like, you know how I would have loved to have been like, so, Mr. DiMeras, how does it feel for DiMeras Enterprises to come crumbling down? Listen, I've practiced.
It is possible. It is
saying.
possible. But
That was my selfish moment.
One
Sorry.
thing that cracked me up was her taking the pregnancy test at the pub.
Yeah, I know. Like,
What are you doing?
Right.
Because I thought
Why don't you go? Oh my God.
when Abigail and Gaby had that interaction, and Gaby was like, "What's wrong with you? You seem a little. What is this?"
And she's grabbed it out, snatched it.
and saw that it was a test. I thought that Gaby was going to suggest that they go to her house.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, me too.
To
That's
do
what I'm
it.
saying, Yes.
They just go right in.
But
Like,
then,
there's a crapper in here. Let's just go do it in there.
but then I kind of thought, well, where does Gaby live? Because she just got out of jail. So
Apparently the Kyriakis house, because that's where she showed
okay.
up.
Oh, yeah.
So then she couldn't do it at the
So there's
Kyriakis
really no
house.
private place, but it just
But
seemed
the
odd.
pub, yeah.
It seemed odd.
It seemed odd, but now when you put the pieces of the puzzle together,
Yeah.
it kind of makes
It
sense.
makes for the story. Yeah.
There you go.
It makes for the story.
Okay.
I am loving Chad right now. I finally feel like Stefan and Chad. I finally feel like Stefan and Chad are on equal playing ground.
I did like
You
their interaction
I always
with
thought
each
that
other.
Stefan, up until now, always had the upper hand, and Chad would lose his mind, and he'd beat him up. He'd get all out of control.
Which he still has the scars from allegedly a month later. He
Listen,
has that.
He still has. Makeup's doing such a
he needs
great
to have
job by
that checked out that his
gradually.
wounds aren't healing. Yeah.
gradually they're going away.
Y'all know wounds don't
too
just,
gradually.
He's
Clear up
wounded
that-
inside.
But watch, if Ciara's wounds heal like that, I'm gonna be really mad.
I was like, will you please clean your face? I'm sorry. It's like, you got this blood thing on your chin for like a week. But it's
Yeah.
not a week. It's been like a day. But
yeah.
anyway.
We'll get to that, yeah.
Anyway.
The fans,
I'm loving.
the fans want Tony on days.
Thank you,
They're all saying.
fans.
Campaign time.
Tweet at NBC Days and put at Lounging with Tony hashtag Bring Tony to Salem. I love it.
Yeah. They want you in there.
Start it.
Ilani baby.
Lonnie baby.
Ilani baby.
Ilani baby.
So remind me, because now I just watched it, but how did it ended with this storyline, the Stefan,
Oh,
it ended with
Stefan?
Kate, right?
No.
Well, no. I mean, the scene with them, the last scene, Stefan says to Chad, may the best brother win. That's like one of my quotes. It's like, oh my God, I can't wait for this.
Right.
So this is going to be awesome.
And then we had the lovely montage of like everything that was happening with the song that James
With the
didn't
song.
like.
I know you didn't care for the song.
Okay, what?
But I love
in-
the concept.
What
I
in
love seeing
a
everything.
natural F was that godforsaken song?
I liked it.
It was so loud and cheesy, and I was like, "What the?" I literally messaged these people going,
Yeah.
like,
"That
what?
song on the end of the episode." I was like,
Listen, I was just sitting there enjoying my little montage and
Me
just
too.
figuring it
Yeah.
out. And I'm like, all right, this is a great way to close the
I
episode,
loved it.
Days.
I
Thank you.
No,
loved it.
it's good when they do that. They only do that like
Every
once in a
blue
blue
Right.
moon. I think the last time I remember them doing it was back when Will and Gaby were breaking up, when they were still a couple before Will was gay, before
Okay.
they were breaking up. But I do like, it's a good way to end, what he said, it's a good way to end the episode. Maybe they could have chosen a better
James Lott
song.
Jr. song.
A James Lott Jr.
I got
approved.
three
You know?
albums. I got three
You
albums
got
out.
3 albums
So
out.
come on and pick one. I got some good ones.
What the Barry White are you doing?
I do. At any place you have music platform, and my music's out there. Now, so can we move on to the next thing?
Yeah.
We picked on that one. So we
Yeah.
The
got
Days
Yeah.
Gaze.
okay. Days gays. We got Will, Paul, Sonny, Leo, Kate, and Ted.
Because again,
Yeah, where do you want to start?
1,000 people are involved
Oh
in
my
this.
gosh.
My mother was like, one of the days I was at her house because I said our family was going through some stuff, and she was like, "Is that Gilles Marini?" I said, "Yes, it is." She goes, "The hot guy from Sex and the City, where we saw his penis." I go, "Yes, mom, the guy with the penis
We
in Sex
saw,
and the City."
wait, what?
In Sex and
Yeah,
the
we
City
saw
movie.
Sex and the City.
The movie.
I just watched it. I didn't see no D.
Yeah, there was some D. That's when.
Where, did
some
you
man-
watch it on TV?
No, I watched it on HBO.
Okay.
Okay.
Picture it. He is.
Is this like that?
Okay.
Is this like an unrated
No.
DVD?
No. So he is taking a shower. Samantha is spying because
Yes.
she
Right.
has been spying on him or whatever.
Yes.
And then there was this slow like of him in the shower and him washing, and then he slowly
Yes.
turned, and it was like.
God bless you, Steve. God bless you.
Exactly.
And
there
there
you go,
you have
Steve.
it.
There you have it.
No, and
have the
and I
best show
remember
ever.
that.
I
I remember
know, I
that
love
scene
it.
right before you see it, it cuts back to Samantha.
No.
So maybe I might know that
It-
on the I swear.
Oh, no, I believe it was him, but
Believe me, I
I remember. I saw it.
I remember. I have a
Okay.
My
visual
mother saw it. She was
image.
like, she only brought it up.
Yeah.
Benita.
There you go.
It was her birthday on Friday, so
Happy birthday,
happy
Benita.
birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, so my twin mother. But no, seriously, she was like, that's Young Marine, the guy with the penis. I'm like, yes.
Do you like him?
I'm not liking him.
I don't like him.
We were talking about
Yeah, we were
this.
talking
Like,
about
we're
this because I'm like, I
trying.
really wanted to like him. I
Yeah.
really wanted to like that Kate had like a new sexy man, but I'm just like, no.
This is what y'all don't like. Is
His
that
hair. I don't like his hair color.
I got nothing wrong.
I don't like his hair color. Like, ugh.
I do like how they finally made Kate like slap him a couple times and be like, back up.
I'm counting them. They're
But
so
this
funny.
is what y'all don't like. It's just the fact
Okay,
that
tell us what we don't like.
it's just the fact that he seems a little pushy towards having something with Kate rather than it just kind of sort of
Happening
happens and
organically.
develops. Because that's what we like. We like when
The organic.
Okay, taking it back to Aiden and Hope. We were like, ooh, y'all. But then that dance and that eyebrow hooked us.
I'm
and
waiting
then
for that
we
moment.
saw it unfold, just like Sammy and Rafe
Yeah.
in the safe house. We saw it unfold, just like Ciara and Ben. We're seeing it unfold. Like it's not forced, it's not rushed.
Right.
It's like you're kind of on the Sonny and Will. Like we were just on the journey with them. And the problem is that I feel like the character of Ted would be great for Kate. Very powerful, distinguished gentleman with another powerful, distinguished woman. Mm-hmm. It would be great if he didn't keep trying to force it on her. Do the job at hand.
Right,
Let
from,
her
like,
fall
his,
for it.
from like
and
his
then do
first
it.
episode.
Well, yeah. Well,
he
listen,
was like all.
he's someone that when he sees something, he goes after it. That's how I feel when I pass by KFC. When I see the $5 bucket fill him up, I go for it.
I will say, there was one moment where I liked Ted better. Kate's calling everything off.
Sorry, like, some KFC sound good right now, so go ahead.
I like
Okay.
Popeyes. I'm a Popeye girl. I'm a Popeye girl.
Popeye's good too. I think good too.
Their biscuits are so good. I wasn't liking him, but then Kate said, "Okay, everything is off,"
Yeah.
and he said to her, "I wrote this down.
Ooh, okay.
The woman that I know, she likes to be on top."
I know. I was. No, I didn't like that. I was really.
I liked
really?
that moment.
No.
That was good.
No.
And she
I'm like,
got
leave.
it. It resonated
I wanted him
with
to
Kate,
leave.
but it resonated with her.
Well, no, and she was like, isn't that a little obvious? And I was like, slap him again, please.
I like him.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
for
gonna
me,
give him time. I'm gonna follow your.
open arms.
I'm gonna give that a go because usually I'm like, but.
Just for me briefly, I kind of like him, and he's kind of like this, at least somebody around her age group. I mean, it's kind of nice. Because I keep looking at Lauren Kozlov, because we know her in real life too, and she's just so beautiful.
Yeah,
and such a nice person in real life too.
gorgeous.
But she's beautiful. I keep looking at her going, God dang it. She's so beautiful.
And I love those throwback photos she's been posting.
Yeah.
And stuff. I mean, God, she's been beautiful
Of her like working
forever.
at the car
Oh my
hop.
God.
Yes, I mean she's just like amazing.
Her curly hair.
So I like seeing her with somebody who, at least, I mean, it's somebody around her age group that I think he's sexy too, and so I like them together. So
You know, I liked Kate. Not to derail everything. I always
Please
liked
do.
Kate. Like I liked her with Victor when they were
Yeah.
a couple and they were together. They were good. I liked her with Stefano
Yes.
when they were. And I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like Kate belongs with an older, powerful man.
I understand
I
that.
love Andre. I mean, her and Andre. I just
Her and
love
Andre.
that.
Yeah,
Another
Love
one.
that.
Yeah, it works.
Whenever they tried her with Nicholas Alamain, they tried her with
I liked her with Rafe.
Roman.
I liked her with Rafe. I didn't like her
That
with Rafe.
worked for some reason.
It did
didn't
work.
It?
I
That was weird.
got to interview both of them. I got to tell them that at Day of Days a few years
That
ago.
was weird.
I liked them together. It totally worked to me.
And it was kind of like a pairing you wouldn't think about
Exactly.
at the time.
Would have never thought.
It was
of
like, and then they got what happened? They got drunk, and
Yeah.
that's how it started.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, like I feel like her best pairings have been Victor, Stefano,
I agree.
Andre.
I agree.
My 2 cents.
And your 2 cents is important here on Disney Day.
It's worth 2.5.
It's worth 4 cents. Whatever that means. It's worth a pence or something. I don't know. Okay, so here's where I go back and forth. I mean, I like some gays on television. Don't get me wrong, but I'm bored by some of them. But the ones that I'm not bored by, and I don't know, so you guys save your tweets. I don't care. The one I'm not bored by. I wish Greg
No,
Ricard.
they need to keep
They
him.
need to keep him.
Keep him.
He's so
got the
funny.
charm, and he's funny, and the looks like he'll be in the not in the background, but he'll kind of be off to the side listening. And his he's like, and it makes me giggle.
Me too.
And I tried to get for my caption that I tried to get like a grab. But it didn't work for like a still. But he's very entertaining, and he's got like I've said this in other times when he's like trying to seduce. Like when he was trying to seduce Sonny, just very subtly, I was like getting the feels like, okay, I'd be putty, you know, like if I were Sonny, I'd be like, all right, it's
when they were checking each other for stuff, hilarious.
He's like, are you done? Not yet.
Not yet. He's like, not yet. I love it. He makes Sonny exciting to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, folks, and I know Homegirl's gonna. I know you love me, Issa, but you're gonna hate when I say this. I don't want Sonny and Will together. Sorry. I think they're more exciting with other people. I'm saying it out loud. I don't care.
I'm sure I'm gonna get it. I'm sure we have said that we like Will and Paul together, and the Wilson fans have voiced.
Oh no, I know they have
that. We have to, but it's not.
But
that
the thing is,
we're-
this is not like this is not political, and we're not news. Like we have to give equal time.
Right.
We don't.
No, and right now, like I said, like a couple weeks ago, there wasn't anything that made me go, oh, you know, there's a spark still there,
Right.
You know, and they pointed out some things that could make you go, oh yeah, but at that moment for me, it just wasn't there. So, I think at this point for me with the character of Leo, I'm still on the fence. Because when everything was first happening, I was like, yay, gays, like everyone has someone. And then when Leo started being a little shady, I was like, here we go. And now with him, you know, trying to figure out how dropping this lawsuit can benefit him. And then with this whole proposal of we have to get married
now.
today.
Did you see that coming?
No,
I did.
But
you did?
no.
Oh.
I was in Leo's head, like the only way this is going to work
I didn't
for
even.
him.
It didn't even
No.
occur to me.
Me either.
Yeah.
I literally did this.
And maybe this is his like. Maybe he's done this before. You think?
See, I think this. I would like to know more background of Leo. Like I want to
Besides that
know.
he's an artist,
Yes,
which I don't buy at all.
Kate
ain't seen not one painting.
And Kate
I
was
so
like, Kate was
don't
like,
buy
Kate was
that.
like, and let's face it, you're no Picasso. I was like, ooh.
She was like, "You haven't had a showing. You haven't shown anything."
He doesn't know who he's messing with. Like,
I
Kate's
know,
like,
case the bomb. I know, case the bomb.
It's kind of like
Kate this week, just another, not to derail everything, but Kate was like classic Kate
Yes,
this
she
week.
was. I agree.
She was classic, and I feel like when she's when they write her kind of, I don't want to say weak, but like more vulnerable. I'm just like, but when she's like Kate, like boss of the wall Kate, she's amazing.
I
Great.
agree. I totally agree. But I feel bad for the Will and Paul storyline because we know he's leaving.
And the way Christopher Sean is playing it, and
I feel bad
It
for
helps
him.
that he was in his boxer shorts. The whole
Well,
time.
it did work.
But
Yeah.
but
hold
no,
on.
he's playing it.
But them say like I understand that Hanes come in a pack, but even when they come in a pack, they are different colors. Because
so he's had the same
when
one.
Christopher Sean got out that bed, I said them the same blue draws.
Maybe he's
that
gone
had
through
on
it. He
couple
went through a
weeks ago.
laundry cycle.
No.
they're just back.
No,
He just has it all in the same color.
I'm gonna need somebody to be like, hey. We gonna have 5 different pairs of drawers, and when one of them is off the line, you know he used that one already, so you got to use the 4 other ones to make us think like, hey, we're in different drawers.
I was saying his chest and everything. I didn't care about the draw. I was like,
It's
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, but the way Christopher Sean is playing it is like he's playing it really good about how he's trying to be supportive, but
Yes.
also like I don't want
Excuse you,
to
yeah.
lose my boyfriend.
Right.
And then when he told Will, he's like, I love you, and Will was like, I just remembered Sonny telling
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
And it was like, oh.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I like the way Will distracted him. Was like, let's take a ride on the D train.
okay, sure did. Because we're men, we're easy. That's how it works.
Yeah.
but I
Like you can get like that. That's how it works.
and someone was saying about how like, oh my gosh, they're always in bed with each other, and I'm like, but you know, that's a relationship, but I have to give it to Days, knowing that not everyone
Yes.
is comfortable with the gay storyline.
They don't back off.
They
No,
at least
they
they at
still show
least
it, yeah.
imply it, and they don't do it the way, you know, the other couples do it with the towel drop and you know the fading in and out and the you know the arch of the back and like all that kind of stuff. They just kind of go, pull in and then cut to scene and they're just laying there, and I'm just like, I'll take it because it at least lets me know that
they were
doing
better
it.
before, when like Will and Sonny were first like a new couple, like when they were like doing it in the shower, but love scenes overall on Days are kind of lacking. Like they don't go too far with it anymore.
But it's funny, my mom, when we turned on the show, she's like, "Oh, some gay men in bed. Okay." It was just like it's I'm glad that's happening. Like, good.
Yeah.
I need to see that. Make it normal.
Also, with this whole memory thing,
Yes.
I do like you just said, I do like how Paul is like supportive, yay, but I'm worried because you're remembering like all this stuff. I'm happy that Will is getting his memory back, but like I said last week, I feel like he's still the same person, so he will still have the same feelings. So even when he saw Sonny, that initial spark and attraction still could have been there. And so I feel like, new Will, as I like to call him, I think deep down inside he liked his relationship with Paul, but didn't pursue it because he was married to Sonny.
The attraction was always there.
Yeah.
Always.
It was always there.
So,
And the thing is, there's a storyline in during on General Hospital, same thing with memory.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Drew.
Yeah. Because Drew needs the shot.
Yeah,
Drew needs the
exactly.
serum.
Yeah, Drew's a serum. So General Hospital
totally
fans know what we're
got that.
talking about. And so, but my overall thing is, I would want to know my memories. I'm sorry, but I would want to know.
I'm with Will in that. It's like I just want
I
to
get
remember.
it.
I want to remember my daughter. I want to remember these
Yes,
family moments.
yes,
I want to
yes.
remember all of this.
And I love the flashbacks.
I do too.
I love the flashbacks.
And I like the thank you Days for the explanation of the serum.
Oh, yes.
And how like I stole it, but I replaced it, and they destroyed it. It's done.
Yes.
Like no one. So thank you for that. Sometimes you just need a little explanation.
Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
Ben, Ciara, Claire, Tripp, Hope, and Rafe.
Kick in
and,
the face.
and half of those people I don't give two craps about.
The one thing,
scene of the week.
So the one thing that would ever bother me about getting kicked in the face was that it was a
foot.
bare foot.
Yeah,
It was
me
a bare,
too.
that would be I would be gross. Like
Me
no.
too. Oh.
Like I'm sure her feet are nice. Like we know her. I'm sure she takes
I don't
care
like
of her
feet,
feet.
sorry.
But no, I don't like feet either. So
Oh.
foot on the face, no.
Yeah,
Oh my
same
God.
here.
That's the part where I was like, not ooh, that must have hurt.
You like feet?
Like ooh.
Oh, he's like me.
It was just such a natural reaction that I didn't expect.
Right.
Right.
You know, being tickled.
And it was-
like,
it was kind of
oh my
funny.
God, I can see that happening.
It was kind of
like,
funny to
I would
watch.
do that.
I just like seeing them so vulnerable with each other
And who
and
knows?
understanding of each other, and like this care that they obviously have for each other. Like I just like how it's kind of going, and I like that Ciara just decided, I'm gonna take a vacay from everybody in Salem. I'm gonna let you take care of me, and that's it.
I'm going to put the knife down.
Yeah.
I'm finally on board
Yeah.
with them. It took me a week, but I'm on board with them
Yeah.
now. They
I like
sold
it.
me. They sold me this
It's a
week.
classic storyline, kind of almost like Beauty and the Beast kind of storyline, and I'm
Yeah,
fine
A
with
very
that.
attractive hairless
Okay.
beast.
I love
works.
that Ciara
Works.
is making use of this burner phone
Oh yes.
and like call Claire and was like, "Hey, bitch, you can have the modeling thing.
Exactly.
It's yours."
Yes.
And then right before, wait, Ciara. She's like, "Ugh, what trip? Yeah, cool, bye." That's basically what I heard in the conversation.
That was it basically. She was,
Yeah.
she was so unbothered, wasn't
Yeah.
she? She was very unbothered.
And then turned to Ben and was like, "Ugh, I would just like to take a bath. Like I stink. By the way, can you wash my shirt?"
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like them together.
love
Claire
them
and Tripp.
together.
I love Tripp, and and Lucas. He's great in real life. He's a great guy and everything. And so is Olivia. She's a great person. I just snooze fest for me between those two. I used to go
As
to
like a
sleep.
couple.
As a couple, I don't give an F.
I honestly think so too. Like I feel like as a couple, I feel like that it's not really
Yeah.
a match because
Yeah.
I feel like Tripp is like this gentleman and
So good looking. I love him.
He's a good boy.
and
I love him.
and Claire would be that. I feel like
Oh.
Claire would be that girl when you see them together, you'll be like, girl, how did you end up with such a good guy?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not that
Yeah.
she shouldn't, but it's like because she's so millennial, it'll be
Yeah,
like,
she is.
you need another millennial. Like
Yeah,
you
she
need
is.
someone who is just like in that selfie world. And like,
Yes.
He
Tripp
gets
reminds me of like, I'm gonna let you take your selfie because I don't want to be in it. She's like, no, let's take it for my followers like that. And
Yeah.
he's like, not about it. That's how I feel.
Yeah. They don't belong together. Sorry. That's just how I feel. I look at them too. I'm like, two blondes together, whatever. Just boring. Let's move on to something else.
Do you want Ciara back with Trip?
I like them
Are you rooting
together.
for
I did
them?
like them together.
I liked them together.
I like them together, but I'm
The
Sin.
thing is, it's
I'm
like
I'm
when
on
it-
Team Sin.
comparatively
500%.
speaking, yeah, like
500%.
unfortunately for Trip, Ben's gonna
Why can't
between
there,
the two of them?
But why can't there be a triangle, good versus
There
evil?
will.
Because we-
I
I
think
hope there
We kind of
is,
been there,
but-
done that.
I would like to have a triangle between those two.
You like to have a triangle with anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And then Hope continuing to be Nancy Drew and try to figure out where Ciara is, and she now feels like she suspects that Ciara is with Ben based on like
glad
the
they finally
history
figured
and
it out.
everything like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but she's kind of. I don't want to say she's going completely off her rockers, but she's kind of going off the rockers with wanting to find Ciara and everything like that. And I feel like she's like, I'm glad that Rafe is there to kind of keep her on the you need to do this by the book sort of a trail. Because when he came in and was like, their higher person, sheriff, whoever it was, called off the search, she was like, why?
She lost it.
Yeah, and Rafe was like, no, this is protocol. Like, you've talked to her, you know where she is.
She's
like,
not missing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Again, you know, I love Hope. You know, Hope's my favorite character in the world. Kristen Alfonso, I love you. I don't think about her and that whole Rafe thing just bugs me.
I just want them to
bugs me.
find them. Now that they know geographically kind of where they are at, I just want them to bust
Give
the
my
doors
girl
down.
a better storyline. I'm tired of this bull crap you're giving Kristen Alfonso. Give her a better storyline.
Cheers.
I'm done.
what would be
What
like?
would be a better storyline?
bring back Aiden.
Anything that she's going to do right now.
Bring back Aiden.
I
Bring
yeah.
back Aiden.
I would be mad at that.
Bring
I
back
wouldn't be there.
Bo.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I'm okay.
no. Bring back.
So I'm
Aiden.
okay. So I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
So Tony.
Yes.
So we have this. We have some.
We have some business to talk about. Hey, AfterBuzzers! Here at the network, we produce after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas to reality to sci-fi and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans as we do. Now, we need your help. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. First of all, you need to subscribe to AfterBuzz TV Drama
First and
because
foremost.
that's where you can find us, DISHIN Days, your favorite recap of your #1 hit soap opera,
Emmy
Days of
winner.
Our Lives. But besides helping us a ton, here's what's in it for you. It caters specific content to you that you already like directly to you. So we do so many shows, it kind of alleviates the clutter. If you like just a very specific genre, it caters to you in that way. And it brings your favorite after shows so you don't have to seek them out. Look at that. I said that in my own way. And it also suggests content from other channels or podcasts that might interest you. So subscribing to our YouTube channels will also help you discover new shows that we know you will for sure love. Since you already tune in to the drama channel, you might be interested in Queen of the South, which stars Molly Burnett, ex-Melanie Jonas. There's also Black Mirror, The Affair, The Bold Type, Claw, like all of that. You can find that right here on AfterBuzz TV Drama. And remember, we have channels for other genres too, so please don't be shy about subscribing to them either. Honey, just go through the AfterBuzz TV and just click, click, click on whatever it is that you like. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be. They're optional. So if you're like, oh my God, my phone is going to continue to buzz all the time with all these videos, don't worry. You can just click off and then just go and look at it at your leisure. It's really easy. Just hit that subscribe button now for an even easier AfterBuzz experience. And if you let us know you did it in the comments, we'll thank you on air. So on this video that you're watching right now in this very moment, if you subscribe, say, hey girls, I subscribe, and we will give you a shout out next week. Thank you so much. Thanks for being the best fans ever. And we promise to continue to best serve you.
You.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We are in service. Thank you, Tony Moore.
You're welcome. That announcement brought to you by the fine folks here at AfterBuzz TV.
That's right. So you have a couple of tiblets.
Tiblets.
Wow. I only have water in this glass.
It's delicious.
So it's just so good water. So good.
Hydrate.
Peachy.
Hydrate.
It's peachy. It is peachy. Since they really weren't on, Eli, Lonnie, Abe, and Valerie, I mean, they just were really on this week. They lost
They were on
baby last
Monday,
week.
and that was the
That's it.
episode where she kind
was-
of they named the baby.
Yeah.
And said
Well,
goodbye.
great name. Great
Yeah.
name.
Great name.
David Abraham Grant.
Grant. Yes.
Yeah.
Grant. Yeah,
But now
Grant.
they can't use it.
Oh my God, I thought the same
Did
thing.
you think the same
I thought
thing?
the same thing. I
I
was
was like,
like,
it's such
I
a
was
great
like,
name, and now
oh.
they can't use it.
But okay, so that's only if if they became a couple, if they became a couple, then and they have another boy, it's like, ugh, that name's taken.
No, already, but I already got a name for it. If they get together as a couple and have a boy or a girl, it could be Alexander for Lexi, because Lexi is in there, or Alexandria.
Okay, that's cute.
Another
But
name.
nothing compares to David Abraham
Such
Grant.
a good name.
It was really good.
Because next time it'll be a girl next time. It won't be a boy next time.
But I also like that they were able to have closure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my other thought was, how is it to have the baby and know that it's not breathing, it's not
I couldn't
alive,
imagine.
and you're just holding them and you're looking at them and you're just, having this closing moment. Like I felt for them. That's why I was like, I'm okay if they're not on for the rest of the week, because I think
So emotional.
we got enough. We were very emotional, and let's just let everything play out. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Because for me, since I'm the parent of the group, I've held 2 babies in my children, and it was tough.
Yeah.
To watch that scene that they weren't alive. I
Yeah.
couldn't even go there. I couldn't even imagine that whatsoever. As a parent, couldn't imagine that. It'd just be too much.
But I was appreciative of that moment.
Yes,
like
me
you
too.
said, it gave everybody closure.
Then we got Steve, Kayla, Stefan, and Kate. I kind of like this little quadrennial thing going on. I kind of like it.
I love what is another line Stefan said when he was talking to Kayla, Miss Squeaky Clean you.
yeah.
Dr. J.
I'm thinking she should, I'm going to date myself, the Nancy Drew mysteries.
Yes.
I think Stefan had something when he said you should
Join Black Patch.
Yes. Because
No.
nobody would ever suspect you. I don't know. I think she kind of enjoyed it.
I know.
I think she kind of enjoyed it.
Okay. Kayla is sloppy when it comes to that.
She's an amateur.
Basically, she just wanted it done with. And she took those pictures. She was like, can't. Got it. Here you go. Give my baby his eye.
I loved her in the square though. She's like, "Where's he going?" Turns the corner in her little black floral dress. It was hysterical.
What killed me, because, again, they have history. The actors played lovers on General Hospital like 20 years ago. And I like when he said to her in character, well, maybe because you just like me. Or whatever. It's like
You're attracted. You're deeply attracted to me.
I thought, what an interesting play on their history as actors on another show. But wouldn't it be interesting if there was if he got like attached to her a little bit?
He started laughing when he said that line. He was laughing.
He was
at her.
laughing, so it was kind of like interesting. She would never go for him because she's with Patch. But I'm just like, it'd be kind of funny if he starts to kind of like her a little bit. They were playing to the TV characters.
He needs some goodness in his life.
He does.
Kayla's the halo.
She is.
Well, different kind of halo, but
Yeah, Halo. And then, of course, we have Teresa, Brady, Eve, and Tate. That's heating up.
Once again, a plan that Teresa did not fully think
not
of.
at all.
Because when the judge was
Really?
like, okay, so I'm going to need you to...
Give me some more evidence.
Make him why is he an unfit father?
Right.
Oh, maybe he's not. Oh.
You're right.
But
Oh.
it sounds like she's gonna try to prove that they're
Yeah.
both unfit.
Yeah.
She's not
Maybe.
backing down.
Maybe.
So
Maybe she
I
will.
like
Oh my
her and
God.
JJ together.
I love them
Yeah, I
together.
like 'em now,
I
too.
love, and she said, thank you for standing up for me.
Yeah.
The
love that.
part I
Yeah.
liked best at the hearing is when she and Eve were going after it, and she's like, JJ's right behind her, and she's like, "You had sex with your daughter's boyfriend." Sorry, JJ. She took a moment and just went right back in.
And she did get her. She was like, your
Yeah.
daughter didn't even like you. And blah, blah. I was like, ooh, good girl.
The daughter that got
That killed. I was like,
That was
ooh,
low.
That
That
was
was really
low. I was like,
low.
you go,
That was
girl.
horrible.
I was low, but I loved
Yeah,
it.
me too. I know too.
But I do
That was
like
old
that they.
Teresa.
I do like that they paired JJ with Teresa to have that support, and I think for a second they both looked at each other like, "Huh." And when they had that moment, I was like, you know what? You both have grown up. You both have been through things. You both are different people now. I could foresee this working.
Me too.
I like it.
And Casey
Agreed.
Moss is hot. Mm-hmm. He is hot.
I said the other.
Okay,
the other,
James Lott Moss.
I said the other week. He went from twunk to hunk.
Yes, completely.
Yeah,
He's like,
we saw a flashback. I was like, he's so baby faced.
right. But now he's like a man. He's a man. Mm-hmm. So is that our week that was in Salem?
Did we?
Did we miss anything?
No, that's it.
I think that's it, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
We
yeah.
did it, kids.
We did it.
Okay, so now let's get to our segments. And I feel like I'm Tony Moore right now. And our first segment goes to somebody who's my chocolate twin who does his special award. He gives every week his 3 Snaps Award.
That's right, ladies and gents. It's now time for Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap! All right, so I feel like there were a lot of snap-worthy moments. And I felt like, Gabi throwing the glass and doing the check, that was a snap moment. JJ basically kicking out Brady, that was a snap moment.
Oh, yeah.
That was good,
That
too.
was good.
But y'all know me, I go for the most obscure thing that makes me snap. And I am going to give my 3 snaps to Ciara, Victoria Konefel, for this reason. When you have a scene where someone's going to wash your feet and you ensure that them toes look spectacular and you get yourself a good old nasty pedicure. I was like, yes, girl,
So
you
pretty.
knew that scene was coming up.
Her feet
And
look
so
so
you had
pretty.
to make sure them footses look real good before you kicked them in the nose with them footses. So Victoria Konefel, you go to your nail lady and say, Tony gave you the official 3 Snaps Award.
Oh my God, I love it. I love
We
it.
need to find her nail salon.
I know, I love.
Start
That's good. That's a
advertising.
good one, Tony. And we love Victoria. She's the best. I love Victoria. That's a good one. Now, of course, it's time for one of my favorite songs in the world by the late George Michael. It's time for Designer Days.
Okay, so I was getting a little worried, but then thankfully Friday showed up and we had the sisters. Both of them looked really, really great.
Yeah, they did.
Teresa
Yeah, they did.
and sister. And so let's bring up the photo of Miss Cassie. So I gave it to Cassie.
we love Cassie.
I gave it to Cassie. And I wanted to get a close up of her as well because obviously the dress is great. It looks like a wrap style
Yeah,
dress. But she looks
I know.
fantastic.
She's a
I wanted to get a close up of her. Her hair is growing out.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I loved her short,
Yeah.
and I get,
Why
why she
was
had
short.
the
It was
short.
short. Why it was short.
But she is looking radiant
She's the
and
best.
strong and fantastic. So I wanted to, yay, Cassie.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to show Miss Lisa.
Lisa
Yeah.
Renna.
Okay, so
Own it,
Miss
Lisa.
Lisa is in a very similar style wrap. What she is wearing is a Diane von Furstenberg
Of course, the wrap dress. The wrap
so,
dress.
similar style, but different. And I just had to throw this out because she looks amazing.
She does.
Diane von Furstenberg, you can get in department
You can.
stores. You can go online.
And a good old cheetah print, leopard print,
And
never hurts
her
nobody.
wrap dresses, any kind of wrap dress is going to look amazing on any figure. Any figure. Every woman should have one in her closet.
This is true.
So there you go. Thank you, Cassie, for rocking the leopard.
I have one in my closet, actually.
Of course
So,
it was.
yes. Yeah.
And that's it for
Michael's trying to be all subtle with his.
It is like,
You want to rock
I have
to
a
it
headache.
little
I'm
bit more.
sorry.
Use that excuse on your husband. Don't bring that up in here.
okay. Okay. And now it's time for.
Caption that.
Lance.
Okay, so this week's Caption That photo, if we bring it up on the screen, you'll see that it's Abigail and Gaby having a
at
little
that
chat.
face.
Having a little chat. And I thought, oh, that's a good face to caption. Of course, most of them were just, most of the captions I got were very basic, like, I'm going to get revenge on you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I did find one, though, Erica40 on Twitter, that has Gaby saying, that wig that your alter Gaby wore cannot come close to my lustrous Pantene commercial-worthy hair.
Pantene, I love it.
Erica later followed up, I'm sure to defend herself, saying, FYI, I think Marcy has beautiful hair. I was dissing the wig.
a little disclaimer.
She had to
Good
qualify.
claim, good claim, right. Yeah, it's not Mark. I mean, yeah, because obviously, yeah.
So, and that was, so yeah,
Well, congratulations.
Erica 40, good job.
And that has been Caption That.
Okay, and then we have a fan of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
DISHIN Days Fan of the Week. Woohoo!
All right. Who reads it?
I'll read it. Because I picked it. So
Oh, okay, yeah, go read it.
Rosemary42 on iTunes
Yay.
says, I've watched Days of Our Lives for 35 years, but stopped watching a couple years ago because I just didn't have time. Since with soap operas, you can generally zoom watching after an absence, and it never feels like you missed any. I thought I'd I thought I'd give your podcast a listen. Well, I've had to look a couple.
Well,
I've had to look up a couple of the characters. I got it. Listening to you
Are you
guys
sure?
makes me feel like I've never left Salem. I adore the snark. Reminds me of the good old days when I'd watch with my friends in college. Keep up the good work.
Yay!
Thank you,
so
Rosemary
much,
42.
Rosemary 42.
That's how we like
You're
to
amazing.
feel. We like to feel like we're just your
Special.
fans.
Yes.
Just chatting about days.
Yep, that's what we are.
Yeah.
And that was
Dishin Days Fan of the Week. Woo!
Oh, that's so funny. Exactly. And then we have some time for some news and gossip.
I will try to.
AfterBuzz TV News.
I'll try to get this through this as quickly as possible. All right. Well, if you're in or around Bradenton, Florida next Sunday, July 8th, you can join Days stars Christopher Sean, Eric Martsolf, Martha Madison, Brian DiTillo, and Patrika Darbo for Disney Magic, presented by Samantha's Friends at the Lakewood Ranch Country Club. The event will feature brunch, silent and live auctions, and time with the stars to get autographs and pictures and all that good stuff. The event benefits the nonprofit organization Samantha's Friends, which is an organization that helps individuals challenged by disabilities such as autism, stroke, combat injuries, and other catastrophic illnesses gain independence and companionship with the assistance of a service
That's
dog.
so great.
That is
So
good.
it's an organization that helps people that need them get the service dog. So
Yes.
it's great. For more information, visit samanthas-friends.org.
And it is a great organization. I know Samantha and her mother. I've known them for years, and it's a great event. They are great people. So
It's a
if you-
popular event. They do
Yeah.
it every
You can
year.
fly into Tampa, I believe, right?
Bradenton,
yeah.
Florida.
Bradenton,
Yeah,
Florida,
I've been to
like,
Bradenton. I've been to Bradenton.
Yeah, Tampa or Sarasota.
Sarasota. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're the closest, I believe.
And tickets and stuff are still available, so you guys
Yeah.
go and support, please.
And I think you can buy tickets to actually sit with the actors too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if you're looking for something a little closer to Los Angeles, you can join Mabu, Mary Beth Evans,
Mabu.
and some of her co-stars for a fabulous fan event with the cast of The Bay. That's here in LA, Friday, July 24th from 12 to 3 at
27th.
Friday, July 27th from 12 to 3 at Crab Avenue in Glendale. You can go to yournumberonefan.com for more info.
And there are a lot of former soap stars
Yeah.
on the Bay.
Yes.
Current and former, yeah.
The current and former, there are a lot on that show.
And then lastly, be sure to watch our friend Jen Lilly in her new Hallmark Channel movie, Yes, I Do.
It actually aired last
check
night.
your
Yeah,
local
last
listings.
night,
It
yeah.
premiered last
Yeah,
night.
it premiered last night.
You can also check out the interview that we did here at AfterBuzz with Marissa Serfini.
Yeah, it's called Happy Hallmarkies Podcast.
Happy Hallmark.
And I was here when Jen was here. I got a chance. You saw pictures out there. I sent pictures out there. I get to visit. It's called Happy Hallmarkies every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the interview with Jen Lilly is really good.
Yes.
It's really, really good.
I watched it at the gym.
I watched it too. I watched it. I wasn't at the gym, but I did watch it somewhere.
Yeah.
That's very good.
After he got his KFC.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's it, kids. That's your news and gossip. And that's the end of the show, basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
No, by really fast.
It does.
did go by
Listen,
really
we
fast.
have to rush through it.
Jeez. Well, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank
you
you,
for
James
being
Lott Jr.
here. Thanks
for
for
coming
coming.
back and
Thank you.
chit-chatting with
Thank
us.
you.
I just realized, though, hello, you did not give us a look who's related.
I didn't. Well, there's no time back, basically. It's going fast now.
It does go
It goes by
fast.
fast. So next time I come on, I'll do Look Who's You Later if we can have the time to do it.
Yes.
I'll do it for you guys. But tell folks where they can find you guys on social media.
You can find me on Twitter at MLMattis1 and on Instagram at MLMattis.
And y'all know you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com.
And you can find me on Insta and Facebook at Tami Goveia and on Twitter, Tami Goveia.
Jesus. Okay.
Tami Goveia
Cut her
official Insta and Facebook.
And you're done.
I'm done.
Okay, if you're a Dishin Days fan, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Dishin Days, follow us on Twitter at _Dishin Days. Of course, the ats imply. But go ahead and tell everybody who's a Dishin Days, Days of Lives fan to go follow these pages.
Yes, please.
Because I know not every single Days of Lives fan is following these pages.
Yeah.
And they need to.
They need to follow these pages.
It makes a difference.
Yes. Now, you can follow me where all James Lott Jrs are sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. And tomorrow night, if you like our sister network, BHL, I'm talking to you, solid gold dancer Darcel, on my show, I'm showing all kinds of clips from the 80s. You're going to want to miss it. That's at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on our sister network, Black Hollywood Live. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Thank you for
James.
coming. Bye, y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterbuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.